Hello, this is Chapter 5 of Vampire Academy recap analysis. I don't really know what to call this. Chapter 5 is just a whole bunch of backstory. Boy, did magic. Not a lot of magic. That's how we find out this information. Okay, so, backstory, Christian Ozera. His family, I should put an M on him. So, his family willingly, and by family I mean parents, willingly chose to become Malloy. So his family willingly chose to become Strigoi. They were Malloy, and they chose to turn into basically monsters. And they kept their son, Christian Ozera, alive and unharmed, I believe, to a point. He doesn't recall that they harmed him by any means, but when his family died, okay, when his parents were killed, because guardians came and killed them, he watched them. So I'm gonna say, just like all of his backstory, and just know that this is either information that Rose. I want to say all of Christian's backstory right now in the chapter, and just know either Rose knows this or he told Lissa this stuff. So, basically, and Rose learned this information because she accidentally went into Lissa's head, and Lissa was in a church, and Christian was in a church. Christian likes being in a church because Strigoi cannot go into a church. It is like sacred holograms or like that, and so they just can't enter. So he likes being around the church or in the church to prove to people that he is not a Strigoi. So he watched his aunt try and rescue him and try to defend against his parents that were Strigoi. It did not work that well. Christian thinks that when he was older, they probably would have turned him into a Strigoi, but wanted him to age a little bit. So that's probably the only reason why he was not like turned as immediately as what they were probably planning, and why he wasn't like abused that badly, unlike the aunt. We also learned that all Ozeras are now outcasts, not just him, for having his parents have turned. We also learned that he is a fire element. Lissa likes being in the church attic because no one else goes there. So now they have to kind of like share the attic. Okay, this is how when when Rose gets out of Lissa's mind. Okay, so now we're with Dimitri, this guy. And Rose and Dimitri have a conversation when they're like training, and we learn that the reason why Dimitri is Lissa's guardian is because he was at the school, right place, right time. His charge was recently killed when he was not on the block. He was the other guardian, and he just went to the school for work. And then they got the call about finding them, and he just became Lissa's guardian. We learn that this is what we learn. Guardians are paid, and they have vacation time. Some choose not to take their vacation time, but they do have it. He does say that it was not them who was hunting them in Chicago. To Dimitri's best knowledge, Chicago was not them. Which leads the question, who was hunting them in Chicago? Rose is like, no, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. You don't know any better. It was the academy in Chicago. And Dimitri kind of like pulls back at that point, because he's not getting through to her. She's like, no, it was the academy. Because someone else hunting them, a princess, or the enemies not being protected, yeah, that's not a possibility. So the question is kind of who was hunting them in Chicago? They were being hunted. It was not their imagination. Okay, so after training, when like Rose and Dimitri had this whole conversation, Rose finds an email from her mom. Her mom is mad. Her mom is a guardian. Her dad is a Malroy, does not know him, as I previously stated. Um, she doesn't know her mom, but her mom basically gave her to the academy when she was 5, just she can then become a guardian, so that Rose could become a guardian. Um, and that's kind of like what like guardians who are women and have children do. So it's not like seen as like a bad thing, and her mom is really well respected. So this is the email from page 68 that she sends her daughter. I'm glad you're back. What you did was inexcusable. That's it. That's the entire email. She has not called her daughter in 2 years, and that's what she says. Rose in this chapter also tells Lisa she does not like Christian because he is unstable. She thinks that Christian is unstable. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I counsel by saying who is. Definitely not Rose. Like, they both have this thought that each other is unstable, and will just like make ridiculous, wild decisions that were not thought out. And they both like they're not wrong about each other, which is also kind of why I like them together because they're like both chaotic. Okay, so this is the last flashback of the chapter. This is the last thing in the chapter. Okay, so Rose, she is sneaking out of her dorm, and she's not very good at it. She falls and actually hurts herself. Um, so she falls out her window, and immediately we have a character we have not met yet come up, Miss Cut. She's like, "You gotta work on your form now, Miss Hathaway." She ain't wrong. She broke something, I believe. Um, and what happens is Miss Cart heals her. What? That's not a magic thing that can happen in one of the four. She heals her with magic. Um, and she then compels Rose to go back inside. She says it's not safe here at night. That's the introduction to her. Also, she notices that like those scars on her forehead, that's not in this graphic novel illustration. Even though this actually comes from the scene. This comes from the scene of her being on the beach. This is near the end of the graphic novel. This isn't in class. This is when he's doing a torch stuff. No, this is in the next chapter. Still in a torch. Um, so we learn that Miss Clark is Malroy because she has magic, but what do you mean? She can heal. That's not one of the four. The all throttle, fire, ale. Yes, it is Forget Ale. Weird, I know, but she used spirit magic to heal her. Yes. Alright. That is chapter 5. I hope that you enjoy this video. It's mostly just like so much backstory. Imagine reading it. I condensed it into like this much. So chapter 5. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. Bye.